See some more action. We're going to move down a few divisions now. Steve Smith's attempt to retain his IBC light welterweight title. His opponent, Melikhaya August of South Africa, and we're going to pick it up in the third round.
And he's worked very hard to get to the stage where he can call himself a world champion. 2 rounds gone, not much between them at this stage. Smith has got to be very wary. Smith once again trying to step inside behind that southpaw right of his.
Smith looks in perfect condition. He really his body's rippling literally. I mean, I don't know how on earth he made the lightweight division, but yeah, he's looking solid. And that's a good straight left to the body. Those are the shots he's got to work on. He's got to work on a few body shots here to tire this fella out a little bit and take the wind out of him.
Well, he's perfectly happy to try to shed a few pounds if he could go back down and get a meaningful fight with any of the top British lightweights, in particular Bobby Vamsey, with whom he would simply love a rematch. Boxed 15 of his first 17 professional contests, basing himself in Dusseldorf in Germany, where he was under contract to a German promoter. But in the last couple of years, it's been all Britain. This is warming up nicely. Melikhaya looked very cautious at the start, but I think he's happy enough now.
Well, Melikhaya in that last round landed that big right hand, and that's the shot he fancies now, and he's just waiting, he's biding his time, and he's landed a couple more of those right hands in this round. But there's Smith, he's going to the body. He knows that those body shots will eventually weaken this opponent.
Well, he's letting the left hand go, but he's dropping it away, and he needs to be very careful that he doesn't get caught by the right hand of the challenger. Smith trying that little corkscrew uppercut once again, didn't quite make contact. It's been all Smith, mind you, in terms of sheer aggression. It really has been Smith. Lost in the 1994 ABA final to Dean Pithy, having beaten another good man, one Patrick Mullings, who's still going strong on the way. Excellent amateur, 3 national schools titles and London champion.
Good work from Smith, stepping inside, likes to keep the fight short, landing the shots. That's good. Good boxing and lovely body punching here.
Yeah, good solid right hand into the ribs of the challenger. Oh, good work by Smith. That's excellent punching, his best little sequence so far. And although Melikhaya August has been stopped twice, well, he's coming back strongly, but Smith is catching him nicely.
Well, these are good shots from Smith, because there's not many that are actually missing the target. Melikhaya is leaning in, and so he's walking onto the punches, and he's walking straight onto him, and most of these shots are landing.
Just 20 seconds on, even less to go in this round, and it's the best little spell from Smith so far, and the champion's piling it on here. And the South African challenger is looking a little bit iffy. Solid right hand in, and those body shots have taken all the steam out of Melikhaya August. This is good work by Smith. Right hand right at the end, and Smith says, come on, come on, come on. What an excellent last minute of boxing, and in particular from this man, Stephen Smith, and he is absolutely furious that he got himself caught at the end of the round. Now he's got to go back to his corner, and he's got to compose himself, and the referee said, just go back and calm yourself down. Well, that was a terrific last sequence.
That was a great round, but there was a punch right on the bell there, and that's what I think he was a bit angry about, but it was just on the bell.
One of those very difficult decisions, because you throw the punch and you don't really mean to do it. But great work from Smith, and Melikhaya August under pressure for the very first time. The taller man ducking in, a lovely sweeping right hook and a sweet, sweet left to follow. And Smith sensibly going for the body and then the head. Great variation, and keeping his cool all the way through and avoiding any punishment whatsoever.
Seconds out, round 4.
Well, every round so far to Smith is scheduled for 12 3-minute rounds, and I have a feeling it's not going to go that far. Steve Smith in very, very determined mood. I think his big problem, Richie, at light welterweight, the 10 stones division, is that he is going to meet men who are going to be a lot taller and possibly a lot stronger than this South African.
Yeah, I would say definitely without a shadow of a doubt. But the thing is, this is the perfect fight for him, because this is a tall opponent. This is a good workout. He's got to get inside this guy and land those shots, and that's what he's doing. He's doing everything right tonight.
Well, the first right hand that went into the ribs there produced a wince of pain and a look of pain on the face of the South African challenger. A little bit of water in the Smith corner, causing him to trip ever so slightly, or slip, I should say.
What Smith has just got to be a bit wary of is dropping that right hand and receiving that right hand himself.
Well, the face of Melikhaya August now starting to show signs of the hard punching of the 28-year-old from Kentish Town, Stephen Smith. He's been landing right on the target, and Melikhaya August's right eye is threatening to close, and the left one is not looking too sweet either. Great work from Smith, who looks very powerful indeed.
If he carries on with these type of punching, Jim, I can't see this going much longer, to be honest. You can actually see in Melikhaya's face that he's a worried man.
Well, he'll remember this first visit to the United Kingdom, and the blood's coming from his nose now, and the referee's having a good look at him. I don't think they're going to need the other two scoring judges at ringside. Referee's scoring this one as well, and Smith's pressure has been relentless. Short, chopping right hand into the ribs once again, and better defense now from Smith.
Yeah, a little bit better. Yeah, sustained pressure. This is good pressure. He's not letting this guy off the hook here. I mean, this is real good punching, body to head. Great variation. And I think the referee, he'll have to step in here.
Well, I think the South African's looking for the way out. I think the referee's got to stop this.
2, 3.
They're going to give him the count. There's still a minute to go.
6,
and this is very difficult.
7,
and Melikhaya August looks out from very, very weary eyes, and the blood is coming from his nose, and the referee has said, carry on. I think one more shot's going to make a difference. And Melikhaya August shouldn't be allowed to take much more. Smith has boxed quite beautifully, and he's boxed with great accuracy and with great strength, and there's a chopping left came over, and a right was a wee bit on the low side, and the towels come in. The towels come in.
5,
the South African corner has said that's enough.
7,
World amateur silver medalist David Hayes delighted with that at ringside, and they stopped it. And they stopped it. And Smith has produced a very, very good performance. There's blood in his forehead. I think there's a little nick there. It's not going to worry him. It may well have come from the face of his opponent, but that was an excellent first defense of this IBC light welterweight crown for Stephen Smith. He piled on the pressure from the end of round 3, and in round 4, with a minute still to go, he was far, far better and far, far stronger. Great performance by him.
Yeah, I mean, relentless pressure, sustained pressure, working from the body to the head, big hooks to the body, and that terrific right hook to the body there was the finishing shot.
Yeah, from the end of the last round, he just grazed past the elbow, and that right hand into the ribs really was the one that made all the difference. The challenger simply couldn't take that sort of pressure to a very sensitive area.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes and 37 seconds of the 4th round, the referee having counted out Melikhaya August in favour of the winner, and still the IBC light welterweight champion, Stephen Smith.
Very, very good performance
not getting your
by
appreciation
Smith.
for a very brave
a lot of the lightweights in Britain didn't want to know about him, and I suspect quite a few of the light welterweights in Britain will not want to know about him either. Gallant challenger was simply out-punched and out-boxed. David Hay still making up his mind about his future. Is it going to be in the amateur game, in the professional game? Steve Smith has got a very good present, and I think will have an even better future.
Well, he calls himself Stunning Steve Smith because he's a male model and also a boxer, and that's 29 wins in 30 fights, which is pretty handy, isn't it?
Good. He looks very good. I think he's the Ricky Hatton weight class, and I think Ricky Hatton needs someone like him. I think he's a good fighter.
Yeah. Well, you were talking actually about having big names and personalities in the sport. Maybe he's the sort of guy with the looks and the talent to actually make a mark.
He looks good as well. He looks very fit and very strong. Good body puncher as well.
Okay, before we go.